All right. Well, we are on the final part of our brew day with the pale ale here. We are at the yeast addition part. So we've done the mash, we've done the recirculation, we've done the sparge, we've done the boil. We've cooled it off to below 80 degrees, which in our case is actually about 75, maybe even a little lower than that. And we just have the yeast left. Now, one thing that I point out is during the wort chilling part of the process, that's when I aerate my wort because I'm using that maple mash paddle and just moving the wort back and forth so more of it comes in contact with the wort chill, that copper coil, to cool it down quicker. At the same time, it aerates the heck out of it, so I don't do any more aeration. If you don't do anything, don't use a wort chiller, stir up your wort real good, pass it between a couple buckets, do something like that. This is the only one that we want oxygen to be a part of our brewing process. We want the yeast to have enough oxygen so as it ferments, it continues to grow strong and well. Now, one thing you'll kind of notice here, if I can hopefully do this, is in my particular case, I start in glass, in a glass carboy. So if you do this and you start in a glass carboy, pick up a product called S-foam, because what it does is it helps prevent too much head, Kreuzen, on the beer. Not head in the beer, literally like, how do I describe this? During fermentation, you get a lot of foam or Kreuzen that forms. If in carboy, it'll go up the neck here and into your airlock and clog your airlock. We don't want that, so I use S-foam to prevent that from happening. It's just a foam inhibitor. You'll have plenty of head on your beer itself, and that's why I didn't want to confuse anybody that there's no issues with actual beer once it's done. And you use about 2 drops for 5 gallons. Now, you can also use it in your boil to help prevent boil over. That's what I've done. I'm going to add just a little bit more, but sorry, Simcoe keeps jumping up on the counter where he's not allowed. And Simcoe, if you don't know, where are you? There you are. Little orange kitty cat. Anyway, so really at this point, it's just adding the yeast and taking a hydrometer reading. Now, I'm not going to do the hydrometer reading on this part. This is actually going to be a separate entry in Ustream and YouTube and on the website and blog. So look for the hydrometer reading one. But at this point, your beer's pretty much done. You simply got to do what I have to do, which is I'm using Weist an activator pack, and we're just going to dump it out in there, and we're pretty much good to go. I'll put the airlock on, the stopper on, make sure the airlock's halfway filled with water, and you're pretty much done at that point. So hope you enjoyed learning how to all-grain brew. Hopefully I gave you some hints. I also, just to finish this off, because there's going to be a few of you that are looking at this going, well, you're doing it differently than what I learned or how I do it. If you don't know, keep this in mind. There's a lot of ways to get to the same end when it comes to brewing, okay? So the way that I do it is not necessarily the only way, the best way, anything like that. It's a way that works for me. My beers turn out very nice. They win awards. I don't know other than that, but I've picked up things over the years through other brewers. You're constantly going to learn. This is how you learn how to get quicker or better end product, meaning better beer. So hopefully you picked up a few things just kind of watching what I did. So if you have questions, again, you can always email. You can always call. We have all sorts of things. We have a beer line, which is 512-827-0505, extension 5957. Just leave a message. Find us on Facebook or Twitter by searching for Beer Loons. You'll find us. We're in a lot of places. Go to our website, beerloons.com. Lots of ways to reach us. Be happy to help you out. Keep in mind, I do have a real job running a company that makes products for brewers. That my main priority is not answering brewing questions. So it may take me a little bit, but I will try to get to you as soon as I can. Hope you appreciate everything. If you want to know anything more, get in touch with me. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, and cheers.